my top 10 must-see list of 2010. And this is, of course, a horror film remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. But before I do this one, short brief reason why I never reviewed Wolfman is because I didn't see it. So I'm probably just going to have to wait till it comes out on DVD. But anyway, now the movie review, now that question's answered. I know everyone's all ballistic about this remake and ready to avoid it. But before you go all out on this movie, remember, it's a remake. So it's obviously not meant to replace the original, because I always think of these movies as two different movies. Of course it's gonna suck. What do you expect? But it's just refreshing to see something old brought back to the theaters again. It's almost like seeing Friday the 13th. Of course, I was well aware of what I was watching, but it's nostalgia that's brought onto this age. So it's almost like I feel the nostalgia nearly lives on in our generation. So it's just refreshing to see Freddy Krueger once again on the big screen, just like it was to see Jason on the big screen. You know, some nice gruesome killing. What could beat that, right? Of course there's some poor acting in the film, and there's some actor kids. Once again, it's all revolves around teenagers. Of course, it's a cheesy film, but to me, I found it to be very entertaining due to the amount of criticism in the movie. It seems as if all these directors and producers have no more imagination, but as well as remakes, there's of course movies that they look new and have different titles, but of course they always are inspired by something else. So that's just obviously the American cinema of today. Everybody and everyone has their inspiration, so who doesn't anymore? That's all you see nowadays. So, about the movie, I'm getting really carried away with this whole thing. What do I think of it? It was just okay. If you want to go see it, you just want to see Freddy Krueger slashing and killing in dreams, well, it's right up your alley. If you don't give a crap about the story and the acting, it's right up your alley. I didn't care. It was an okay movie and it entertained me for the whole hour and a half of the time I was watching it, so I didn't give a shit whatsoever. But there are some things I had to complain about. Number one, once again, it had a prolonged opening credits screen of, I think, about 10 minutes. You know, it had Freddy Krueger killing one person instead of Jason, like in the Friday the 13th remake, killing a bunch of people. And then the opening credits screen comes up. You know, the title of the movie comes up into the movie. It's just the same thing as The Departed, like I said in Friday the 13th remake, except it wasn't as long this time. I really don't understand why that is. I guess they're really getting into a habit of really doing this whole thing. And another thing is, oh my god, why did they choose this song at the end credits? Seriously, Dream, 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 that old song? I mean, you could have chose something a little more horrific after seeing Freddy Krueger kill somebody and showing that he could be still alive. I mean, you see in the end credits of the Friday the 13th remake, Jason was still alive. Sorry to spoil it for you, but of course this contains spoilers. Besides that, I also didn't like how Freddy Krueger was introduced in the film. They just show a bunch of dreams, killings, and all that crap. And the whole thing with the girl being tossed around in her room was kind of a little bit far-fetched. I didn't like how Freddy Krueger's past was shown. You know, the mother first told the story but didn't finish it, but then the whole thing was shown in the kid's dream of how he died. And honestly, I didn't like that too much. I don't know. I think they could have introduced Freddy Krueger and shown his past at the opening of the movie, like they did with Friday the 13th, even though it was short. But I don't know. It just doesn't do justice for a movie by showing an introduction into the movie, especially in somebody's dream. Also, I didn't like the fact how they killed Freddy, but even though he didn't die. But I'm not going to spoil that much anymore. So, my final verdict is one Wii Remote up, just a plain Wii Remote up, and a Wii Motion Plus down, to be fair. So, until next time, keep watching.
Get